Hey y'all, I'm Kate with Salty Katie, and today we're going to talk 2020 favorites. Yeah, I'm running a little late with this video, but you know, who cares? Let's get into it. So, do you ever get partway through putting your eye makeup on and kind of lean back to have a look and think, Jesus, what happened there? No? Okay. Okay, so today I want to talk 2020 favorites. I just have a few to go through with y'all, a little planner stuff, a little stationery, food, YouTube channels, that kind of thing. Super quick. So the first is not going to be any surprise if you are, been here before. Last year was the second year in a row I'd used a B6 Slim Jibun Techo for a planner. I enjoy this planner so much. I love the layout. I love the paper. The only thing I didn't really enjoy was the color scheme, and so in 2021 I ended up switching to a Biz. So I definitely recommend that. I would love to leave you all a link below where you can buy a B6 Slim Jibun Techo, but I can't find one anywhere. I assume that's a result of 2020. And I also can't find an A5 Hobonichi 5-year journal. If anybody knows where I can get one, let me know. I've been getting requests to make a jelly cover for it, and so I went online to order one, and I can't find one. So y'all let me know if you know where I can get a new one of those. So my second favorite was my Pilot High-Tech C Coletto multi-pen. So it holds 5 refills. I primarily use black, but I also added in some new pastel refills this year that write on black paper, and really enjoyed those. I use a 0.4 nib because there's not a whole lot of space in a B6 Slim, basically. So that was my little planner and pen lineup for this year. And then in terms of fountain pens, I had a couple of favorites. So in terms of ink, my very favorite ink this year was Noodler's Black Swan in Australian Roses. Hopefully you're seeing that up on the screen now. It is so beautiful. It's sort of a deep pinky purple color with like a little gray in there even. Really gorgeous. And I've got it currently in this broad nib TWSBI rose gold eco situation. And then for pens, my very favorite was this TWSBI Mini. So it's clear with silver hardware, and it's got a broad nib, and it writes so beautifully. Like, I was really floored by how well this pen writes. Like, the ink comes out so smooth. I absolutely love it. If y'all see me looking down, I'm referring to my little list here. So another stationery item that I really enjoy is like Sassy Stickers. Not just I don't really use like weekly kits and do all that. I'm over all that crap. I have been for a while. But I do love a good Sassy sticker or a cursing sticker or something of that nature. And my favorite place this year, or in 2020, to go for that was Stationery Wonderland. I'll put a little screenshot up here so you can kind of see her style. She's 100% hand-drawn shop. Really excellent quality paper and stickers. Cannot recommend enough. So that was really my sort of sassy sticker vendor for 2020. And then the next thing is something super common in the planner community is notebooks. I used a lot of Stalogy notebooks in 2020. I'm just showing you a A6 version right now. I used the B6 most often, but I've got an A6 I'm using right now. Really enjoy these notebooks. They're not particularly cheap, but it is a lot of paper in there. I do enjoy the paper. The only drawback I would say is that you can use a fountain pen, but it would need to be like a extra fine or a fine or else it's going to bleed. It is not Tomoe River paper. I think it's kind of meant as a Tomoe River paper dupe, so that you get a lot of pages in a small, you know, compact package. But anyway, yeah, love the Stalogy notebooks. So that's it for my planner stuff. Let's talk food for just a second. So I love ramen noodles. I always have. We've eaten them since we were children. Not real Japanese ramen. I'm talking like the packaged stuff we used to eat as kids. I don't know anybody that didn't eat it, but over the last few years I've been discovering Korean food, and even though ramen is a Japanese invention, the Koreans do instant ramen really, really well. So this year, basically my favorite food of the year are these Samyang. I don't even really know the proper term for it, and there's a little guy on the package that I call the hot chicken bastard. If you see that little hot chicken, watch out, it's hot. But these are the stew type noodles, and I absolutely love them. The flavor is so good. Now, I can't use the whole flavor packet that comes in there. I would have symptoms for a couple of days if I did, if you catch my meaning. But I just use a portion of the little seasoning packet, and it's my favorite thing to eat currently, with like, if you put a little mozzarella cheese in there and maybe even a couple of cheese sticks. But I digress. If you like spicy food at all, give them a try. My favorite thing. All I've got is this screenshot. I don't have any actual noodles to show you. Let's talk YouTube channels right quick. So, Emma over at Fox and Cactus, I'm sure you know who Fox and Cactus is. So it's run by Emma and Tom, a husband and wife team. But Emma started a YouTube channel this year, or in 2020. And I absolutely love it. She's been doing studio vlogs, and I really enjoyed them. Please go to her channel, give her some love, and encourage her to keep making those vlogs, because I just really like seeing other shop owners I admire doing studio vlogs. Love them, love them, love them. The next one is something a little different. I own two bunnies called Twiggy and Twyla, and while I was researching, before I got bunnies, because they are not a pet for everybody, and it takes a lot to keep bunnies. Anyway, while I was researching what it took to keep bunnies, I ran up on a YouTube channel called Hooks Hollings, and it's a lady named Diane out of Ohio, who has a little bunny farm. She does raise and breed Holland lot bunnies, but she does so in a responsible manner. I never advocate shopping. I always advocate for adopting. But she runs a little small operation and has the best videos. Not only for educating, she calls it bunnertainment. You know, I love that kind of crap. She's got a really good sense of humor, which I also really enjoy. And she does like educational videos on buns, but also just fun, hey, watch these buns play type videos. If you need like a break from your day, really you couldn't find anything any quicker and better than just watching some bunnies play. I mean, you'd be surprised on how quickly that would lighten your mood. So those are my YouTube channels. And the last little category I have is hobbies. So this year, I think a lot of us probably returned to old hobbies. You know, you're stuck inside all the time, looking for something to do. So one of the things I went back to that I hadn't done in several years was knitting. I have a ginormous thing of yarn and projects and needles and bits and bobs, and so I picked knitting back up. I'll show you, here's a little hat that I knitted my husband for Christmas, and had a really good time doing it. Knitting is very meditative, it's calming, soothing, and it's a lot of fun. And so if that's something you think you might want to do, you can learn it from a book. That's what I did. There's a website called knitpicks.com that has really nice quality yarn for really reasonable prices. So I would check that out for sure. I'll leave the link down below. And then the next thing I started doing again, which I hadn't done in years, is I have a cousin who we were, you know, great buddies when we were kids, but then we moved apart. But over the years, and this has been 30 years ago, let me just age myself, 30 years ago, we moved apart. But over the years, we kind of sporadically kept in touch via snail mail, like just writing letters. And we started doing that again this year. She just up and wrote me. We hadn't written in a few years, and so we started writing back and forth again. And y'all, I'm sure you've heard it said before, it's a lot of fun getting a real letter anymore, like with an actual stamp on it. So I've enjoyed that a whole lot this year. The last thing for hobbies is journaling. So I started in early 2020 an A6 5-year journal from Hobonichi and kept up with that pretty well up until, you know, the shit hit the fan. Anyway, but I have been enjoying that this year. And then just doing some regular journaling as well. I started in astrology and then switched over to a, I want to say a B6 Slim Naname Cafe note that I chopped down to an A6 size with my big paper trimmer. And so I could use my fountain pens with Tomoe River paper, and really enjoyed that this year. So yeah, knitting, letter writing, and journaling were sort of the hobbies that I sort of picked back up again in 2020. So there was my little short list of 2020 favorites. I'd love it if you would leave some of your favorites down below. I'm going to leave links to these items where I can find them. Some of them will be affiliate links, and just as a reminder, affiliate link means that if you click on my link and buy something, I get a little kickback, like maybe 20 cents or so, at no cost to you. It's a really good way to support a creator if you're not buying directly from them. So some of them will be affiliate links, and some of them are just plain, you know, out onto the internet. So anyway, yes, leave your 2020 favorites down below. I'd love to hear about it. And thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye.